Okay, so Laura has set up the chin rest there, and if you can put your chin in the chin rest, Laura will show how that works. Oh wait, do you want the gasket?
Yeah.
We use the gasket which is a paper towel, because that prevents chin sweat, which is unpleasant for everyone, especially the subject. So okay, so Laura is in there in the grill, as we say, and the camera is looking right at her eye, and this is working great actually. You can see on this little guy, hold on a second, can you see? Yes, you can. That is a picture of her eye. Isn't that amazing? And as she moves it around, you can see her. So basically that is just an image, this little monitor here is just an image of Laura's eye, and the one above is going to show where on the screen she's looking. This is an exact replica in miniature of what's on the screen there. And it just shows what's on the screen there, with the exception that it shows this little crosshair where Laura's looking. And amazingly, we already have a lock on her eye. We haven't even calibrated. Laura just has the magic eye, I think. So I'll move the mouse cursor around, and Laura, you can just follow the mouse for a second to show how it works. So dun dun dun, see the little white thing? You can barely see it. Oh. There, she's following the cursor. Isn't that amazing? So that's basically how it works. The way it actually, quote, works, if you want to know the quote science behind it or the technology behind it, you can see these little two crosshairs. There's the dark one and then the light gray one. Now these two images, you may wonder why it shows her eye twice, or you may think that one is her left eye, one is her right eye. It's not. It's both her left eye. Yep. And normally you can track either eye you want. You can either track everybody's left eye if you're doing a study, or you could track everyone's dominant eye, which could vary from subject to subject, but that's a decision you can make depending on the goals of your study. But whichever eye you have, it's going to show it twice here on our little display. Just that's like an artifact of the technology. It's not doing that for any reason. But you can see it has two little crosshairs, and one crosshair is, I think the light colored crosshair is right on her pupil. It's kind of like not quite in the middle of her pupil, but basically that's what it is like it's finding the middle of her pupil. The computer can do a little bit of math and say, okay, where's the big light circle on this whole image that I'm looking at? And that's approximately all the same luminance, and it figures, okay, that must be her pupil. Oh, and what's happening now, you can see there's some other glare right here. That's from Laura's glasses. So actually, if you could take off your glasses, Laura. Now we're back to just the pupil. The glasses are fine if you can track people's eyes with glasses on, as we were actually just doing, but it can present problems when you get a little glare from the glasses. So if your task isn't acuity intensive, then it's good to probably not have people use glasses, is at least what I've been doing with my studies. So so again, the light crosshair gets her pupil. The dark crosshair is getting something else. It's getting the glint on her eye. And you know, whenever you have like a little marble or like a little ball bearing or something, there's like one spot on it which is like the brightest spot, the glintiest, I guess. That's basically what it's finding on her eye. And again, it just does some math. It says, okay, where's like the spot that's like basically the brightest compared to everywhere else, or something like that, and it figures that must be the glint. So that's how it's able, and whenever she moves her eye, so move your eye to the left, Laura, see the not quite that far, a little bit back, yeah, see the relative position of the pupil to the glint changes. So now you move straight in the middle of the screen, Laura. Now to the right. Okay, we're kind of losing her glint, but the relative position is changing in a systematic way. So look up a little bit and down. Okay, good. Yeah, they're changing relative to each other systematically, so that the computer, again, can do a little bit of math and say, okay, she must be looking here or there, depending on the relative position of the pupil and the glint off her eye.